You see what I'm saying? It's comments like these that just let me know y'all have never watched George Lucas talk about Star Wars in the history of ever. Like, please go yap on someone else's post. Please. Bro, all I'm gonna say is I'm taking facts over yapping all day. Unlike you, I'm not coming up with some crazy rhetoric about what's going on. I'm actually going off of what Star Wars is, and not just my opinion, but what the creator that you hold so near and dear says. Let's take a listen. I know you've never seen this before, so just listen and stop yapping.
Critics are not going to like this new movie.
Oh, I'm not worried at all. They haven't liked any of them, really. And they especially haven't liked the last two. So,
well, exactly.
Hey, I mean, it can't get any worse.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, when they go after your writing, your directing, it has to hurt.
Oh, it always hurts.
Did you
when
not
they do
say
what?
ever to yourself, well, maybe they had a point with this or with that?
The point is, it's like
what's the
if you
point?
paint your house white, and somebody comes along, well, that should be a greenhouse. Well, fine, but I wanted to paint it white. I don't think there's anything wrong with painting it white. I don't think there's anything wrong with me for painting it white. Maybe it should be a greenhouse.
Huh?
But I didn't want it to be a greenhouse. I wanted it to be a White House. People come and they say, oh, all this digital stuff, doesn't that make everything phony? Doesn't that make it, it's not true. It's not real. I said, movies aren't true. It's all fake. The story is fake.
Hello?
The characters are fake.
What
the
is fake?
sets are fake. There is no city there. That's not New York City. You go behind it. It's a big piece of wood with a painting on it. And all I'm doing is I've taken it to the next step. And what that came out of ultimately was there is a group of fans from the films that don't like comic sidekicks. They want the films to be tough and like Terminator.
What's going on?
Real guy movies, and they get
All
very,
this
very
stuff he's
upset
saying
and very
sounds so
opinionated
familiar
about
for some
anything that has
reason.
anything to do
Who have I
with
heard say these
being
things
childlike, which the movies are for children, but they don't want to admit that, or
They're
a
for
comic
children?
sidekick. They don't want comedy in these movies. And in the first film, they absolutely hated R2 and 3PO. Now Jar Jar is getting accused of the same.
What's your point, Sensei? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you whining already. My point is don't you find it ironic and, I don't know, invalidating for your point that the creator that you are saying doesn't do these things are doing and saying the things that all of us are trying to tell you? It's almost like, I don't know, maybe you were listening to somebody on YouTube or Twitter and just took their ideas as your own without actually formulating your own opinion. I don't know, maybe that's what happened. Or maybe you, the huge Star Wars fan, have never heard George Lucas also talk about Star Wars. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think?